All right, so Acts chapter 2, verse 15. Let's continue from 14. Peter stands up and telling everybody, listen to me. All right, so verse 15. For these are not drunken, as ye suppose, seeing it is but the third hour of the day. Right, so he's seeing what they were thinking. You know, how they were just trying to justify what was going on. A human justification. He said, these guys aren't drunk. In verse 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. So now he's letting him know. This is prophesied. All right. In verse 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Wow. So he's explaining. No, this is prophesied. You know, Prophet Joel, he said this was the kind of thing was going to happen. Right? And you notice it says it shall come to pass in the last days. Right? So some people say that, oh, that was only for back then, you know. But it says the last day, so have we hit the last day yet? No, so we're still in the last days. So don't quench the Holy Spirit. Don't grieve the Holy Spirit and try to say that these things can't happen today, because we're still in the last days, right? In verse 18, and on my servants and on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. Okay. He's continuing. The last days you're going to see some mighty, wonderful things happen that we don't recognize with our humanity. Humanity versus the spiritual realm. It's hard to figure it out. That's why these guys were questioning what was going on. And then verse 19. It's continuing. And I will show wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Right? So he said, you're going to show wonders in heaven above. So, and it's talking about what his sons and daughters are going to do, right? The young man, the old man. So he's going to show wonders in heaven above. So, hey, look up. We're in the last days. Look up. You never know what you might see up there as a sign and wonder to you. And then verse 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. The notable day of the Lord come. Right? Because right, we talked about the great and terrible day of the Lord. It's going to be great for those who are his at his coming. That's the first resurrection or the rapture. But not so good for the rest, because that's the terrible part. And in verse 21, it's continuing. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. We talked about that a lot too. He called on the name of the Lord. And it says, and how shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? So that's why you believe, then you're going to call on someone. You don't call on someone you don't believe in. That doesn't compute, right? And he knows who believes from the beginning.